Hello, I'm Westinmeme, no sponsor today because today we're going to be starting a new podcast inside this podcast. It's called the 15-Second Podcast. Here we go. Hey, welcome to the 15-Second Podcast, and we're going to be starting a newer podcast within this new podcast called the 7-Second Podcast. Here we go. Hey, welcome to the 7-Second Podcast, and you guessed it, we're going to be starting an even newer podcast within this new podcast called the 12-Hour Podcast. Wait, is that even possible? Yes. Once you're inside another podcast that's inside another podcast, time gets distorted. 2 seconds in the real world is 1 hour in the Podception world. So even when the first podcast ends, this one just begins. My brain hurts.